Hey guys, it's Tyler, and today we are back in the FTB research lab playing some Minecraft, and I promised you guys that today we would start to look at how to make more advanced tools in Tinker's Construct. So we made our hatchet the last episode, but I kind of want to make a hatchet made out of iron. Now, if I were to go over here and grab some iron, you can see I resorted my chests and moved them over. But if we were to go to our part builder and try to make iron stuff, you can't. And that's because we need a smeltery in order to make metal tools. So a smeltery is very difficult and easy to make. It's going to require clay, sand, and gravel to start. Now luckily, my boss provided me with enough of this stuff to get started. So let's get what we need. So in your NEI inventory screen, you have a search bar at the bottom, and you can see there's all kinds of stuff in the game. Now, if you were to search what you're looking for, I'm looking for grout, you can see it comes up. Now, if you press R on top of the item, it'll tell you how to make it. So then you have two different recipes here. We have one that requires sand, clay, and gravel, and that gives you 2 grout. Or you can do this faster way to just give you the same amount as it would here, but just a little bit faster. Now, this question mark here, just pressing it normally while you're in a crafting table, puts where the blocks need to go. So it's very cool. You can kind of put in what you need and get it all set up. Now, if you shift and then left click on the question mark, it actually puts the blocks in there for you. So that makes it really easy. You can get a ton of grout. We now have 2 stacks, and it's a very fast way of crafting more complicated stuff. Now, the grout we're going to need to figure out how to use. So in order to figure out how to use something, you just mouse over it and then you press U. You can see that grout is used to make seared bricks, and that's what we're going to need for our smeltery. I'm going to start smelting these up, and then I'll be back once these are done and ready to go. Okay, well, we're going to need some lava for the smeltery to work anyway, so I figured that while those items smelt, I'd try to find a cave to go find some lava. And luckily, right here was a nice little source. This cave isn't too far from my house, so we now have a bucket of lava, and there's also a lot of mobs here. I'll be back when I get back to the base, and we can start making our smeltery. Okay, now that we're back at the house, we can see that we finally got a decent amount of seared bricks set up here. You also get some experience from smelting those, similar to ores. And I also got smelting up some glass, and you'll see why here shortly. Now, in order to get the smeltery, if you see here, you can type in @mod dot, and then whatever mod you want to look at. So, for instance, I'm going to say Tinker, because that's Tinker's Construct, and here's all the stuff that's a part of Tinker's Construct. I know, a lot of stuff. So now we can look and see exactly what we need for the smeltery, which is all right here. So we're going to need the smeltery controller. That's the brain, as it says. So that's going to be just 9 of those in a little square. So we'll grab 1. And you can see we got the Mighty Smelting Book now. And the Mighty Smelting Book's basically just going to teach you everything you need to know about using the smeltery. However, I'll be showing you that here anyway, so not much of use to you guys. We need the drain, and this is how we get stuff out of the smeltery. I'm going to make 3 of these, and I'm not sure why that did that, but we're going to make 3 drains. Okay, we're also going to need just some plain seared bricks. And these are kind of what makes up most of the smeltery and allows you to add on a lot to it. Not sure why this is being strange like that, but we'll make 6 of those. And then we're going to use the rest of these to make seared glass. And that's simply made by putting stuff in a situation like this and then putting glass on the inside, which is why I made glass. So we'll grab as many of those as we can, and this is the nice thing about these crafting tables. These are made in Tinker's Construct simply by putting a regular vanilla crafting table into a crafting table, and it'll give you these. And the nice thing about them, as you can see, as you leave them, it doesn't get rid of your items, which makes it really easy to craft stuff. We'll grab the rest of these seared bricks, and then we'll make some more glass here. Awesome. 5, that should be good for now. And actually, I'm going to grab just a little bit more, since I have some more glass here. And then we'll make the rest into some blocks. Now we're also going to need a few other things, including the lava tank, which we will make in a sec. But we're going to go, and I think we're going to put the smeltery over here. Seems like a nice place to put it. It's nice and wide open. We can have it kind of as the main attraction as you walk out over here. So in order to figure out how to make the smeltery, one will tell you in the book, but I'm going to show you just now. You're going to need a 3x3 area. And I believe they are working on a new smeltery where you can make it kind of whatever size you want. But for right now, the safest way of doing it would be to do a 3x3 in the ground. Now, we're not going to have enough of these blocks yet. You can see you need a lot of these seared bricks to make the smeltery. But that's okay. We'll set up what we can here. We'll put our controller right there, and then we'll kind of just plan out here. We'll do seared glass from here up so we can kind of see into it, and then we got to surround the rest of it with seared bricks. We're going to need to make a lot more seared bricks than we have. So I'm going to wait for the rest of those to smelt up, and I may make some more grout to smelt up as well. Okay, I went ahead and grabbed some food because I needed it. I'm just going to eat away all my carrots. But I grabbed another stack of grout. You can see I grabbed some more gravel and I used up most of our clay. And I just got us some more grout so we can get some more seared bricks and make this smeltery pretty big. But you can see I'm up to 30 more seared brick here. And we're just going to make the lava tank. Now this is where you kind of put the lava for the smeltery, and you need the lava in order for stuff to melt down, and the lava will go down, so you want to try and keep a heavy supply of lava nearby. We'll work on that in a future episode. Now let's make more of these regular bricks, and then we'll get back over to our smeltery and set these up. If I can ever learn how to sprint. Okay, I think we're going to put the lava tank, we'll put it around the backside, right there. And then we'll just fill in our seared bricks where necessary. You can see we still have a lot more to go. We're going to need for sure one here, for sure one here, 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 and then here. And that will actually be a functioning smeltery. You only need this first kind of layer ready. Now I'm going to take our drains, I'm going to put them right on here. We're also going to need something to go on here, so we're going to grab some faucets. That's what's going to allow us to pour liquids out of the smeltery. And those are simply made, once again, with seared bricks. You do need a lot of seared bricks for the smeltery. So let's make a couple faucets. We're just going to need 3 of them. That should be good. And then we can make, once again, some more regular bricks. By that time, we've already made some more here. And we can make another brick. And we can go place these down. And then once I show you placing the faucets down, I'll kind of get back to you guys once the rest of the bricks are done. Now the faucets simply just go right onto here. You can see it kind of looks nice, and then to activate them you just right click them. We don't have any liquids in our smeltery yet, so that's kind of useless, but once we start smelting stuff up you'll see exactly how it works. Now another thing we're going to need to make with our seared bricks is a casting table. This is where we're going to be able to cast stuff in order to make our tool parts, so that's very important. You can also make a casting basin, which I'm going to hold off on for now, but the casting basin is simply made like this and allows you to pour out your liquids into kind of a block form, because the smeltery does actually double your ores if you smelt them in them. So if you were to put 1 iron ore into the smeltery, you would be able to pull out 2 ingots worth of stuff. So you can make blocks of ore in the basin, as well as it also works as a tank where you can hold your liquids. Okay, our smelter is officially made. You can see it's kind of a little bit brighter around here now. And if we look in our smeltery controller, you'll see we have room to put items. There's kind of a tank gauge, and then there's another gauge right here. This is where the lava is going to go. So let's go around the back, and then we'll just throw our bucket of lava into the tank. You can see it kind of fills up. When it's fully full, it goes all the way. Oh, hello. Why are you here? Cave spiders are some of the worst spiders in the game, in my opinion. Anyway, as I'm getting poisoned and dying, I'll try and explain this to you. You can see I placed the casting table down right there, and then we have some fuel in here. Now, in order to smelt stuff down, we're going to need to make casts. And casts are made with aluminum brass. Now, you may be wondering, how in the world do you make aluminum brass? Well, that's where your book, The Mighty Smelting, can come in handy. NEI can also show you it, but The Mighty Smelting book is cool, so let's go look at it. If I can ever click on it. Okay, you can see there's alloys here, so let's go find the alloys. Awesome, aluminum brass, made from 3 aluminum and 1 copper. So we head over to our ores, and you can see I might not have any aluminum. It seems that my boss did not give me any, so I might need to go mining to find some aluminum. Now also, I think it was copper that I need for aluminum. Yes, 1 copper. So let's go over, we'll smelt up the copper, and then over the break I'll go find some aluminum. So simply to just put your ores into the smeltery, you just stick them right in here. You can shift click them in, and you'll see that they appear in here as ghost blocks. Now, right now, this isn't hurting me, and I'm kind of walking through them. Once these go into a liquid form, they will actually hurt you, so you want to stay out of the smeltery. You can see that these are going to take a little bit of time to cook up, and yeah, in the meantime, I'm going to go find some aluminum, and then we'll be right back. Okay, I found some aluminum, and you can see that we have our molten copper just kind of chilling in here now. We could pour it out, even though that's really not going to do anything. We want to wait for it to combine with our aluminum that we're now smelting up in order to get some aluminum brass. The mobs are very ridiculous in this area. I'm going to need to light up this area and find a cool way to do so. Who's shooting me? Oh, hey. Oh boy, now we got all kinds of stuff going on in our smeltery. Now, we might actually get some blood or something in the smeltery from these mobs just chilling in it, which would be very interesting and very cool. Now, you can see that we have a new kind of little thing in here, and that is molten aluminum. Now, on the bottom, though, we have what we want, aluminum brass. Now, we can go over here, and we want to mold a tool part into here. But for now, we're just going to make some aluminum brass casts, and then next episode, we'll work on getting these formed to make tools. You can just right-click on the table and you can pick up the cast, and then you can continue casting just by right-clicking and letting it cool. So I'm going to do all this, and we're going to end off the episode here. Next episode, we're going to try and make some awesome tools using our smeltery, and we'll try to maybe build on a little bit more to make it bigger. The bigger it is, the more stuff it can hold, so we can smelt up a lot at a time. Anyway, this is Tyler, off from the FTB Research Lab. I will see you guys next time. Bye!